Hello everyone, welcome to our channel United Chokros from Mumbai, and we are back again after almost a week and a half. Today we are doing a show combined with two games. The first game which happened on Saturday night, Newcastle United versus Manchester United. So we will be talking about the post-game reactions. Also we'll be talking about pre-match analysis from the Champions League game, PSG versus Manchester United. So we're doing a combined game show. Now, before I begin this video, I would like to show you my jersey and also the one AB is wearing. If you want, you can get yourself one as well by clicking on the link in the description. The name of the brand is Jerseys and Me. You will find it on the social media page, Facebook and Instagram. AB is giving away those jerseys at a very cost-effective rate. So you can own one as well by just clicking on the link in the details. And be it a Manchester United jersey, a Chelsea, Arsenal, PSG, Inter Milan, any jersey you name, and he will be able to give it to you. So with that, I'll begin this video. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video. And if you want to share your thoughts, please make sure to comment. So tomorrow, and we had a game on Saturday night. Now, first, I want to talk about the game, on the Premier League game that was on Saturday night. We won 4-1. Now, there were a lot of good points to talk about, and there were a lot of improvements that is required still. But we were back again to winning ways, and it was a very convincing win. Although it was scary till the 75th minute, and then we back quick fire three goals in the last 15 minutes. Now, maybe I want to get your point of view on this game. What do you think, according to you, were good and bad things about this game?
Well, starting off, first of all, thank you for promoting my brand. And as I said in the last video, we would be just waiting for this video to happen and be on a winning note. I'm very happy to see that we ended up on a winning note. Coming back to the game, I think the goal that we conceded was a bit of luck for the opposition team. It was
Correct.
not actually a well-deserved goal, but nevertheless, we have been struggling in defense, and that could be seen on that game as well. We could have easily been 2-0 down, but Dagia made a very great save in the second half. Uh, and then the finish, the end scoreline was not at all expected, but end of the day, I'm very happy looking at the performance. I'm really happy with the performance of Rashford, I would say. I've been waiting to see that performance from him. The runs that he normally takes, we always see that. But the finish, what he did, the last goal that he scored was simply superb. He ran perfectly from the flanks, making sure he was not offside. And Bruno, I mean, that person is just, you know, our words would fall less in that case. He's that superb. The way he made all those crucial passes and the way he put that through ball, it was as good as playing a FIFA. And just imagining you press the control key or whatever the keys are, the triangle keys or the lob pass, and it was right on spot. And Rashford just had to place it. So for me, a perfect game, a very good game, I would say, and a very good start to the score line. I hope they can basically continue the same thing in tomorrow's game, because tomorrow's game is going to be quite difficult. It won't be the same as that of the Newcastle game. So we need to be very strong. And I hope the scoreline continues 4-1 or maybe like 5-1. I don't mind as long as we are on the winning note.
Yes, absolutely. Now, there were a lot of good things about that game. The most important thing was Harry Maguire's goal. He came back to form. I mean, a lot of people were expecting him to be on the bench. Even I wanted him not to start, and same, you were on the same page with me. We didn't want him
Absolutely.
to start, yeah, because he had a disaster start, and then in the international break, he was sent off for England. So it was not all that good going for Harry Maguire, but he stood up, he got the goal, and then he was pretty decent while defending also. So that is one positive thing. And apart from that, yes, as you rightly mentioned, Rashford's form, he scored a goal, he assisted, but a lot of people are missing the point. The most influential player on the pitch was actually Juan Mata, because if you see the game, his interchange passes with Bruno Fernandes and make Rashford, giving space to Rashford and Daniel James. So this is what I was thinking. If we were to play Mata Bruno Fernandes and Van de Beek, all the three together. We don't need an out and out right winger like Sancho or a quick fire wing, player on the flank. We can interchange passes, make that game, and allow the center forward to just go through and score. So this is what I found very good. Mata coming back to form, and also when Van der Beek was introduced in the last 15 minutes, it was actually a game-changing moment. His influence on the game, his pressing, and he's very aware of the surroundings, the players that are near him, where he needs to make the runs and where he needs to pick the pass. So he's a very influential player, and the right type of player we needed the club. And I want him as much as I wanted to start tomorrow's game. I think Pogba will get the upper hand and he will start. But yes, I would like to see Mata, Fernandes, and Van de Beek to play together. And because that 15 minutes was just amazing, and I want that to happen game after game. So we can go on a good run like we had after the lockdown.
Well, true. As you said correctly, even if you see the previous videos as well, Van der Beek was always there in my squad. So every time you used to ask me who would be a top 11, Van der Beek was there. And you could see a very clear example for that, right? You cannot just have him like a super sub coming on every game, like just playing for 20 minutes. But many of them don't realize in that 20 minutes, he has shown his talent. Just imagine if he's given good time, if he's given the first starting lineup, a good 60 to 70 minutes in the starting lineup, he can do something really great. At least something we can look up basically like what Pogba used to do earlier. Provide those crucial passes, that one touch passes, what Pogba used to give. I guess the same thing Donny van der Beek is doing right now. I think so. We can give a rest to maybe like someone like a James. Maybe let Pogba play because he's a favorite of the manager as of now that we can say. But let James sit. Let Van der Beek play. More or less, they're having the same age group. So let
Correct.
Van der Beek start, and I would say he would really do wonders. And maybe let's give him a try. From the time he's come from his former club, he has not even played even a single game starting for United. So let's give him a chance, and I hope and I feel he will do much better than what James is doing in this.
Correct. You're absolutely right. And now talking about the starting 11, what according to you would be the right starting 11, starting from the goalkeeper, then the defense, midfield, and then the forwards? What according to you will be the right starting 11 for us to win the game tomorrow in Paris?
Well, starting with the goal, I would say I would try Henderson because I could see David De Gea was struggling in the last match. I guess he's caught up with some kind of a shoulder injury, but that's not being given a clearance that he has a shoulder injury or he may be going for treatment. But yes, there is a minor injury. So I would say let us not risk him because we would need him for the rest of the season as well. So let's give Henderson a fair chance. I would say the defense would be good. The way it was in the last game. Van Bissaka, Maguire. I'm keeping now. The faith is just started to build up for Maguire. So let him start in the starting 11 again. I would go with Eric Bailly. I always have an edge over Lindelof. So I would start with Bailly rather than Lindelof. And then Luke Shaw, your favorite, my favorite, I guess. There is no
Yeah.
doubt in the left back. In the midfield, I would like to see either Matic or Mata rather than Pogba because they have been like a good anchor player when it comes to defense and at the same time midfield. So they're able to make that game pass and those game plans very well. Mata and Matic as compared to Pogba this season, that what I've seen. And then, but obvious, it has to be Bruno in the attacking midfield. I would say left wing, I would go with Rashford, and right wing, I would give a chance to Donny van der Beek. And it's too early to say maybe, but I would like to see Cavani play. Uh, at least let us give him a chance. I don't think so that would be possible though. But if there is a good fair amount of chance, let him play, or else we have Greenwood with us. So I think so Greenwood would be good to go. And I would like to give a chance to Igalo as well because I do see him performing. He's not again somewhat like Van der Beek again, not getting enough of gameplay. But I think so he should be starting because I don't think Marshall would be available for the next game too.
No,
So
he's available. He's
he
available
available.
for Champions League. Yeah, yeah, he's available.
That's the case, then Marshall is perfect for me. Let Igalo come in the next half maybe.
Okay, I don't want to break your heart, but Edinson Cavani has not traveled to Paris along with the squad. And
Oh,
I've even heard Harry Maguire has not traveled. He's I'm not sure whether it's an injury or he's not fit to play the game. But as per the news that I've read half an hour back, Maguire and Cavani have not traveled with the squad. So that's a setback because already we are struggling with defense and we wanted Maguire considering the form he was in the last game. So yes, so that's one setback. Now, what I wanted to talk with you about this game is now everyone is saying PSG are favorites to win this game, But if you actually see the lineup, PSG have only Mbappe, Neymar, and Di Maria on the starting lineup, and who are star-studded players who are fit to play the game. Now, Di Maria isn't the player he was earlier, so I would only say Neymar and Mbappe are the two players who would make a difference because Marco Verratti is ruled out; he's not playing. Paredes is not playing. They don't have a couple of players as well. I don't remember exactly. Even Icardi is not playing. Icardi has been ruled out. Ander Herrera is doubtful, and Bernat is not playing. So a lot of PSG players are injured. And if you compare their midfield with our midfield, we have an upper hand. Even our forward lineup is not all that bad. Greenwood, Marshall, and Rashford are, very quick players and can break through any defenses on the counter attack. Yes, our defense is somewhat very shaky, but I don't think even PSG's defense is like a world class defense like someone like Liverpool or Real Madrid. So, yes, I think it will be an evenly balanced game if we play to our potential because what I feel is from the beginning of this season, we haven't played to our potential. Yes, we don't have a squad who can win the Premier League, but we do have a squad who can win games against Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspur. We should have easily won the game. We have that kind of a squad. So if we play to our strengths and we stick to our game plan, uh, you know, playing with the back three and then two wing backs. What I feel is David De Gea will start because I think there was a minor knock and is fit to resume. Now, from what I've seen Solskjaer in the past 1.5 years, in such games, he will start with a back three. So what I'm expecting is three centre backs, and Luke Shaw will be the third centre back, and Alex Telles and Aaron Wan-Bissaka will be the wing backs, and I think he'll go with the Bruno, Pogba, and Matic in the midfield, and it'll be Marshall and Rashford up front. That's what it should be. Looking at what Ole has done in the past, although I want Van de Beek instead of Pogba because if you see the type of game both these teams play, PSG will dominate the game. So we need someone who will press, and Van der Beek has that ability. Has the pressing ability wherein he can win the ball and pass it to Bruno. So I would want Van der Beek to start. Pogba is a really amazing player, but that's when we are having complete possession, dominating the game. That's when Pogba is a very effective player. For tomorrow's game, I would rather start Van der Beek, but knowing Oli, he will start Paul Pogba. Yes, it's not a bad idea. Paul Pogba on his day is a world class player. So let's see. And I just want our players to play to their potential. If they do that, I'm sure we will get something out of that game. Although we are playing in Paris, it's their home ground. But I think if we play to our potential, we will either get a point or we can even win the game. So yes, all we need to do is stick to the game plan and don't do anything stupid like what we did against Tottenham Hotspur.
well, as you said, Maguire is not playing. So who would you replace Maguire with? Maybe like a Lindelof?
See, if you are asking me back three, then ideally Ole will start with Lindelof, Bai, and Luke Shaw. I would want to see Axel Tuanzebe. Now, I'm not sure how much Ole is confident with him um, uh, because we'll be playing against Neymar and Mbappe, or two quickest players in the world, and they are very quick. So I think Eric Bai will start because he's out of all the defender backs we have, he's the fastest one. And Lindelof had a pretty decent game, although he was not world class, but it was a pretty decent match for him against Newcastle. So I think he will start along with Luke Shaw as the third centre back. That's what I think it will be now. And yes, so that's what I feel. And what do you think? You would you give chance to Axel to Anzave?
Um, I guess I won't do that because what I see is we don't have to actually beat those PSG players. We just have to beat them in pace because they'll be very fast. Once they
Yes,
counter attack, Neymar and Mbappe would be right on the attack, and they won't be as slow as our defense are. I guess
correct.
Lindelof would be too slow. In case of
Yeah.
a counter attack, he would be too slow to judge that. But as I said, Eric Bay, and as you said as well, Eric Bay would be the first person to go for the tackle, and he would be right there in front of them. Lindelof would take some time. He would struggle to come back. I actually missed out on Alex Telles. That what you said right now. I would really
Mhm.
like to see him play too. I've not seen him play till now, but the things that I've heard about him, he's too quick when it comes to the tackling part, or maybe like a fall back when he's in the attack, and when he comes back, right back at the left back, he's too fast with that. So with a team like PSG, I think so. We need to be on our toes. We need to be really fast when we tackle, and we need to really think 10 times faster as compared to what Mbappe and Neymar think. So if I think so, if we do that, we win half of the battle. Then
Yes, absolutely. And one good thing is Marshall is fresh. I mean, he doesn't have game fitness, but he played in the international game for France. So that's what something will be a confidence boost. And he trained with the squad. He's traveled with the squad. So Marshall is likely to start along with Rashford. Now I'm not sure whether Greenwood will start because he had a knock and he was ruled out in the game against Newcastle. Yes, he has he's traveled with the squad to Paris, so he will be in the contention. But I think he'll be benched. So what I'm excited to see is how Bruno plays because this will be his first Champions League game for us, and I would really want Bruno and Donny van de Beek to play together. And this is the right game to take that chance because both these players are impact players, and if you see that Rashford goal, that pass Bruno picked up, that long pass, that was an amazing pass. And if he does something like that against PSG, with Rashford and Martial's pace, we could well, third that game into our side. So that's what I want to see because if you notice Van der Beek, has a similar trait as Bruno Fernandes, and he can play that impact role. So I really want Bruno and Van der Beek to start. Or Pogba. Pogba can come as a substitute and make a difference if we need. If we are trailing and if we need someone to come from the bench and make an impact. So Paul Pogba can be that player. So that's what I want. And like I said, if we play to our ability, to our strengths, and minimize any stupidity that we always do in the and do any kind of a defensive error, I don't think it will be a difficult game. I don't think it is that difficult as people say because most of the PSG players are missing. And a couple of years ago, when we beat them, we had a squad which was much weaker than this. And this time I would want United to beat them comprehensively because that midfield of PSG is very weak now. They don't have Verratti, they don't have Paredes, and Herrera is also doubtful. So I think we should. This is the right time to take an advantage. So all I want our defense is to be composed, not do anything stupid, and don't give away stupid fouls and make any defensive errors. If we stick to our defensive plan and let the creators and the attackers do their job, I think we should be able to win that game. Now, before I end this video, I just want to ask you, what according to you is the final score that you think it will be?
that would be really very tricky. The score line and the goal scorers. But like a true United fan, I would like to see us win. I would say we would go 2-1 with United winning. I think we would scramble somewhere in the defense. I still have some confidence in Lindelof, so he would do something bad that I'm still hoping for. But I would like to say one thing, that the game that we won on the weekend against Newcastle, that would have given the team a big boost. Winning with a comprehensive win like 4-1 would have surely given them a boost, and to win at this
Yeah.
point of time is really crucial. You're going to play all big teams right now in Champions League. So such a good score line in the last couple of days for the team. I think so. We need to end up on a winning note, and from here on, let us not look behind about the losses that we have. Let's just focus on winning games, and let's think about the positives now. Enough of the negatives. Let us keep them aside. There are going to be bad games. I know we will always not keep on winning, but I think so. We had a good amount of bad matches. Now let's start looking forward for the good ones. And I think so. Ole won't. Basically, he will make sure that the team goes good, the team goes strong, and the morale is high to win. And just like we said the last time, the next time that we make a video, let's again be on a winning note, and let's be smiling the way we are right now, rather than being pissed off like the way we were in the starting of the season.
Yes, yes,
So I
absolutely
would,
correct.
yeah. Sorry, I just ignored your question, but didn't mean to do that. So 2-1 would
No,
be
no,
my
it's okay.
scoreline. My scorers again would be Bruno by default, and there's a special space for Rashford from my side, so I would again go for Rashford. And let I guess Mbappe would be the one who would score because he generally scores with us whenever he's playing with us. So I think so. Mbappe would be the one who would score. Neymar, I don't think so would be a threat now. Neymar, please don't prove me wrong. You can play the way you want to, but I think so. Mbappe would score for them. So
Yes,
what do
absolutely.
you
And
think? What would be the score line, and who would be
I,
your scorers?
uh, you know, making a prediction on scorers would be difficult, but the scoreline, I think I agree with you. It will be 2-1. The most interesting thing I would want to see is the battle between Neymar and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. If Aaron Wan-Bissaka can produce a performance, that he produced against Manchester City, where Sterling was completely clueless and he had no idea what to do against him. If he can produce that kind of performance, Neymar is going to have a really bad game. Going to have a really tough time on that left wing, and I really hope that he does. He has a good game and he deserves that. He scored a goal against Newcastle that would do a world of confidence for him. So that is one battle that I would want to see. And yes, like you said, Alex Telles is a player that I would want to see because not only is quick and fast, he can score, he can assist, he can take a free kick, he can take a very good corner. He's good with free kicks and corner kicks. So this is the right game to introduce him because Ole will go with three centre backs, and if Luke Shaw is going to be the third centre back, Alex Telles can play on the left wing and make an impact. So my scoreline would be 2-1. Now, if you if you ask me the scorers, it will, like I said, it's difficult to predict. But I think out of the two goals, Bruno will score one of them because he has that knack of scoring goals. Somehow
And
the
he
other
has to
manages to
score.
score.
He is your
Yeah.
favorite. He has to score. So
So yes, so Bruno is one of them, and I think it'll either the second goal will either be scored by Martial or Rashford. Either one of them will put in the second goal. So yes, so that's what my prediction for tomorrow's game is.
okay, then I think so. We have come to the end of the video. So thank you all for watching our video. Please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And keep watching DV and AB show. We'll be coming up with all the pre-match and post-match analysis. Hope, as I said again, that we end up on a winning note and the smile on our face keeps on happening on every video that we share. So, yeah, thank you so much and see you guys and be safe. Take care.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.